Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with The Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you're just catching the replay. Do me a huge favor, hit that heart button, share the video, and make sure you comment the word sweet, and I will send you the supply list for everything I'm using. But we are going to do another sign with our insert. So if you missed this, earlier this week, we created with our shiplap insert that I have available on my cutout site. We're actually gonna take the back and we're gonna paint it, and we're gonna do a summer sign, okay? So when you pop on, say hey. We do have a little bit of painting to do. But it shouldn't take us too terribly long. Most of it's going to be chalking, which I am excited. I've been dying to use this transfer. Hi, Anita. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that, my friend. Let me pull up comments over here. Just give me a second. Good morning. Hello. All right, so I'm going to take my white chalk paste, and we are just going to paint with this bad boy, just like we did earlier this week. I know. I'm so excited you're here. I did not go live last night. So that might be also why I didn't go live last night. I just took the night off. Got some other stuff done. Hi, Donna. Hi, Linda. Miss Donna, I shipped your order out this morning. I don't know if you got your notification, but I did package up your order. Okay, so we're going to take our white chalk paste, and we are just going to paint this all over. Hi, Donna. Good morning, Miss Michelle. Hi, Melinda. And let's get this covered. I kind of want it doesn't need to be perfect, but I want most of it to be covered because we're going to put this guy on there, and we're going to use our color of the month. Hi, Nicole. Yes, comment the word sweet. That is our keyword today. That'll get you the supply list, including the insert. And like I told you the other day, you can use the back of the shiplap insert, and that is what we are doing. Hello. Alrighty. Now you could use regular paint, like white acrylic paint, chalk paint. I am just going to use my chalk paste since that's what I have right in front of me. But any kind of paint will do, okay? So I'm just getting this covered, and then we will dry it, and then we will start the transfer. Hello. How is everybody this morning? What is the weather like where you're at? It is nice and sunny here. It's going to be a hot day, I think, down here in Texas. And if you are new to me, say hello. My name is Alex. A little bit about me is I live in Texas, and I used to be a teacher. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Rhonda. All right. Getting this mostly covered. It doesn't need to be perfect. All right, that looks good. We'll have to dry it. Raining in Tennessee. Good morning, Leona. Is there a way to have a transfer custom made? Unfortunately, no. I wish. I so wish. 105 in California, off on thunderstorms, but today very muggy. Ew. Miss Rhonda, where do you live? I feel like I should know that. All right, let's get this dry. And y'all, here is our color of the month. Who has grabbed their color of the month? This is a metallic green, and I'm so excited to craft with it. Beautiful Nebraska. Good morning, Karen. It's 72 degrees. I'm so jealous. I am jealous. Virginia. Yeah, the other day, San Antonio had like a record high for heat index is 117. I think it was on Monday. Oh, awesome. How long did you teach for or be a principal? God bless you for being a principal. I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with parents. Yes, very hot here in Texas. I've been planting tomatoes, hot peppers, fun. Miss Linda, I shipped out your order this morning too. So check your email for tracking. All right, so we need to make sure that this is completely dry. And we're gonna use these two colors, okay? So the top one is our color of the month, and this one is called Shimmer Watermelon, which is perfect for our watermelons. So let's get this totally dry, and then we will wax it. Sunny in Clarksville, Ohio. Hi, Barbara. Are y'all doing anything fun this weekend? Hi, Inez. Retired after 30 years, but kept working different jobs for 7 years. I don't know how you did it, girl. I taught for 11 years and I was done. I love it. I miss working with kids. Like that's what I miss the most, is like working with kids. Wow. 35 years. Hi, Ruthie. All right. It is almost dry. So if you're just jumping on, say hey. Do me a huge follow, or do me a huge favor, hit that follow button, and that number on the bottom, it'll move. And make sure you sign up for notifications. So comment !notify, and that will get you signed up to get a message when I go live. We are planning on going to a professional. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm getting an epidural nerve block. Oh no, Miss Debbie. Graduation party for one of my granddaughters. Hi, Dorothy. I'm so excited you are here. I know it's not super fun watching paint dry, but we're about to get to the fun part. Overcast in North Carolina. Okay, I think we're pretty much good. So if you are jumping on, we did this the other day, and it is a shiplap insert for our outside the box frame. So the really neat thing is you can switch out the inserts for this and only purchase one frame, which saves you some money. But I made this shiplap, it's kind of hard to tell, but the shiplap insert for it, and we're just using the back of it, you know, because you can do 2 projects with it. Hi, Paula. Hi, Stephanie. All right, let me clean up my mess, my big old mess. Shocker. If you're new here, I am a messy, very messy painter. And this is why I love this glass mat, because it is super easy to clean up. Okay, let me wipe it down a little bit more, and then we're gonna get started. And I am gonna wipe my edges because that is where some of the paint is coming from. All right, so we just painted the background. I know it's not perfect, which is fine with me. Also, baby shower for another granddaughter. Oh, how fun. Well, congratulations. That's very exciting. Good morning, Miss Denise. All right, so I'm gonna take some surface wax. So you want to wax anytime you paint your surface, because we're gonna put a sticky, like a sticker, like a sticky transfer on top, and we don't want the adhesiveness of that transfer to pull up the paint that you put down. Okay, so I'm gonna use surface wax. Any wax will do, but mine is a little bit, for whatever reason, on the dry side, so I do heat mine up and then kind of get it soften it up, and then I do spread it out. You don't need a ton of wax, and you can over wax. If you put too much wax on your surface, sometimes your paste doesn't like to stick to it. Uh-oh, hold on. What did that say? I had oh no, Karen, I'm so sorry. You teach Bible class, been a teacher for 27 years. Yes, I primarily taught kindergarten and first grade. First grade was my absolute favorite. I loved teaching kids how to read. Like, it was my jam. All right, so we're gonna take this transfer. I love this transfer, and we are going to fuzz it. So this is a 12 by 18 transfer. Okay, we're gonna pull this up like so, and we're gonna save that backer sheet, and we are going to put it on our fuzz cloth. So you want to fuzz to apply a little bit of lint to the back so your transfer isn't overly sticky, because if it is overly sticky, it's gonna stick to your surface well, and then you're gonna go to fight to pull it off, and it can stretch your transfer. Getting old as hell on my body. I can only imagine, Miss Karen. You take care of you. You take care of you. And our key word today is sweet. So when you comment that word, my page will send you a message with everything that I'm using. Like a link to sign up for emails, a link to sign up for my broadcast channel, a link to the chalk, the cutouts, everything. Everything is in that message. All right, I think we're good. We're gonna pull this off, and then we are going to put this right on here. But I gotta make sure I put it on straight. I noticed with this one, I didn't really necessarily make sure it was straight, and it was driving me nuts after my live. All right, so let's pull this down and kind of get it as straight as we can. That looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna push down and we're gonna make sure that there are no air bubbles. Ooh. Making sure there are no air bubbles. Push down like so. Does that look straight? I think that looks pretty straight. It's fine. You know, we're not perfect around here. We don't do perfect. We do pretty good. All right, so this is our color of the month. This is the color Scout. So this you can only grab with an order of $75 or more. But once this is sold out, it's gone. And the really neat thing I totally forgot to mention is when you do place an order of $75 or more as a Perks member, you do get a free kit with your order. So I think that is pretty fun. So if you're not a Perks member, you need to become one because it's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna start with working our way from this side down because we're gonna paste and pull, okay? So I'm gonna start with, let me get another squeegee. Okay, I'm gonna start with my Shimmer Watermelon and I am just gonna go right in and we're just gonna paste. This color is so pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my color Scout and I'm gonna do the rind. Like so. And then I need black. And we're gonna do like the little ants and seeds in black as well. Scout is, yay! Scout's supposed to be there today. That is so exciting. I just got mine yesterday. And I was like so excited to use it. And then I didn't go live. All right, so I pasted, now I'm gonna pull it up. So you want to do this because you don't want the paste to dry in your silk screen, okay? So let's say I went through and I pasted everything and then I pulled it off. What would end up happening is the paste would probably dry. And then when I pull it off, the paste is gonna come up with it. So you want to peel it while it's still wet. And then you're just gonna lay your transfer back down and push down on the parts that you haven't put paste down, okay? Pain is tough, but we must consider the only one. Yep, that's true, Miss Dorothy. You order the watermelon color. Yay, Linda, at work peeking in every now and then. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so we're going to go back in with Scout. And we're going to do this whole thing right here. I love this color. Y'all, this green is going to be perfect for Christmas. This is like a perfect Christmas green as well. So don't miss out on Scout if you can. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna try to do bigger sections now that I showed y'all how to paste and pull. Sorry, y'all, I don't know what's up with my internet. Y'all good? Can y'all see me? My internet went out for a second. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna work in bigger sections. You can work in small sections, that's fine. Do whatever you're comfortable with. But the paste doesn't dry immediately, but it does dry fairly quickly. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do the ant and the seeds. Okay, looks good. Now we're gonna peel it up. Hi, Nicole. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, my internet went out for a second. Ooh, y'all, what do y'all think? Boom. Ooh, y'all, this is pretty. I am loving this. So the watermelon color is a shimmer, whereas the metallic or the green color is a metallic. So I'm really interested to see how these do look together all once it's done. All right, so I'm gonna go in the center with my Shimmer Watermelon. Try my best to not get it where the green is supposed to go. Y'all, this color is so pretty. Okay. Then we're gonna go in with our Scout. I know. I've been dying to create with this. I think this would be really pretty as like a pattern on a background, like on a round or something. I wanna play with that and see what I can come up with. Hi, Tammy. How are you, my friend? I have not seen you on in a long time. I hope you're doing well. Okay, that looks good. Let's go in and do this part. I have to kind of pay attention. Because if I'm over here just yapping and not paying attention, y'all know I'll mess it up. All right, we're gonna do the rind here. I kind of have to hurry because I'm afraid my paste is gonna dry on me. I should have done a smaller section, but you know what? It is what it is. Oops, I got a little green there. That's okay. Thank you for sprinkling. I so appreciate that. Yes, y'all, anytime y'all can just hit the heart button, sprinkle the video, comment, and interact, that helps me out tremendously. Even if you're just hanging out and you never purchase from me, like that stuff helps me out more than you know. I just appreciate y'all being here and hanging out and chatting with me while I craft. All right, pulling this down. I did get a little bit of green where I didn't want it. Whoops. And then let me do my seeds real quick and my ants. I gotta hurry before it dries on me. Okay, let's peel it up. Ooh, y'all, look at that. What company is it? This is Chalk Couture. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, Michelle, thank you. Glad to see you enjoyed your family time. Yes, we had so much fun. We had a really good time. We really, like my family and I, we really do enjoy like spending time together. We're pretty much together almost every weekend. If I'm not even kidding. We're together a lot. All right, I'm going to work in smaller sections. Just that way I'm not rushing and messing it up. Because I did mix a little bit of the green into the watermelon, which is not the end of the world, but. Okay. What color should we do the Oh Sweet? Should we do that in black or shimmer watermelon or scout? What do y'all think? Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Going across here. Whoop. Made a little bit of a mess. And then we're going to do our black with the seeds and the ant. And then we're going to lift. Okay, so there's what we have so far. It's looking good. These colors are perfect together. I'm going to push down, and now we're going to do the next section. Is it tricky doing the large transfers? No, it's not tricky, but what I recommend is if you haven't really messed with the large transfers, practice. So get out a chalkboard surface, and just practice on those so you can kind of get the feel for it. And then it's easy from there. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I still struggle with the size E, like the really big ones. I just struggle with those because it's just such a big transfer, but it's just not rushing it and taking your time. You know, if you rush it, then you're probably gonna mess it up or get it stuck together, and you don't want that. Oh, I got a little bit of green where I didn't want it. That's okay. It's all good, y'all. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing down here. Blue. Ooh, we could do blue. What do y'all think? What color should we do the Oh Sweet? I was kind of thinking black, but that's because, you know, I'm basic and I'm simple. I always just like a good black and white. I just think black would pop with the colors. Okay, let's lift. What do y'all think? If it was me, I would do Oh So in black. Ooh, we could do, I like that idea, Nicole. That's okay. No, I like that color. I like that idea. We could do fresh. All right, let's do the center of this watermelon, and then we'll figure out the lettering. I like the idea of fresh. I just don't know if it's gonna go with the color scheme. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of just pink, green, and black. Agree, black letters. Okay. So this is where like a detail tool or a multi-tool will come in handy, because then you can be a little bit more, excuse me, precise in where you're putting that color, especially like on the, like going around it. So I do recommend like a multi-tool. I'm just not using mine. Okay. That looks good. Let's do the black over here. And then we'll peel this up. Okay. Thinking fresh also. I think I'm gonna just do the words in all black. I do like the idea of fresh. I do like the idea of like doing two colors, but I think I'm just gonna stick with black. You cut mine in half. You cut what in half? These, that's a great idea. You can totally do that. Your mini squeegee, that works too. I've done that several times. All right, so I'm gonna just do the wording in all black. Now, if you recreate this, you can do your letters how you want to. I'm just gonna stick with the colors. Ooh, I almost got that where I didn't want it, that we're using, but I think fresh would look pretty. Okay, so pulling this across. Now my black, for whatever reason, it's kind of towards the end of the jar, is a little bit on the drier side. So I kind of need to work a little quickly so it doesn't dry on me. But I also, there's a lot of paste on this screen. So I'm gonna pick up all that extra paste and let's lift. Okay. So I don't know if y'all can see, like right here, there's a little section that the paste didn't push all the way through. So I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna go back over it, apply a little bit of pressure and see if that fixes it a little bit. So that means my paste probably dried right there. So I'm gonna apply quite a bit of pressure. Not too bad. Ooh, that looks good, y'all. That looks real good. What color is fresh? Let me show you. It is this light blue color. It's really pretty. It's a metallic too, which y'all know that the metallics paint really, really well. Black would pop. Think fresh might be too light with the white background. Yeah. All right. Let's do this little section. Y'all, we're almost done. So hit that heart button for me. Comment the word sweet. We just have this last little section to do and then we're done. And then we'll put it in our frame and call it a day. Okay. So we're gonna go in with our watermelon, like so. And then let's go in with our black right here and we'll lift. Fresh is, yeah, fresh is a gorgeous color. I love fresh. I don't use it enough. I need to. Okay, let's do this last section. So I'm gonna move it so y'all can see a little bit better. And let's get this on here. Just pulling my color scout across, taking my time. I'm trying not to rush. Okay, then we'll do this last little section here. Hi, Mary, how are you? So I am using an insert that I created for our outside the box frame. So this is a shiplap. It's kind of hard to tell with it painted, but it's a shiplap insert that I created for all of our outside the box frames. But I'm actually just using the back of it. I'm just using the back of it to give y'all a different option, to show y'all that you can get two, projects out of one surface, which I love. All right. Trying not to mix it. And then let's go in with our black for the seeds and the little ants, and then we're gonna pull it up, okay? Maybe, if I can get it up. Come on. Alex makes it look so easy. It is easy. You just got to practice. You have to remember, I do this pretty much on the daily. So I have lots of practice, right? And like I always tell y'all, practice on a chalkboard. And it's interesting to look from the side of the stencil and think, oh no, but when you pull it up, it looks gorgeous. Yeah. Does it look like I'm messing it up, Lisa? That's okay. You can tell me the truth. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Because when it's on the transfer, it looks like it's real messy, right? At least in my opinion. Then when you pull it up, it just like clean, crisp lines, and it looks so good. All right, we're going to go in with Scout here. And then let's go. I'm going to get my detail tool. Just think this is going to be easier. Yeah. Here. Let's lift. Hi, Nancy. Oh, crud. Y'all, I forgot to do the center of that watermelon. Hold on. Let me push it down. Hold on. We can fix it. I don't recommend, however, pulling your transfer completely off of your surface until you are sure that everything is nice and filled in, because it's going to be a little bit difficult to line it back up. Maybe when you mess it up, it teaches us to. Yeah, I like to show y'all my mess ups. I'm not perfect. I mess things up constantly. All right, let's do this last little section, and then we are going to be done. Y'all, this color is so pretty. I love this color. All right, let's go in with our shimmer watermelon. And cover all of this up. Maybe. Looks good. We'll do the black. And here we go. It's called a detail tool. Woo! Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look how adorable that is. I look at a stencil and say, oh no, I'm not sure on that one. And then you do it and I say, I may need that stencil. Girl, me too. I'm the same way. I see other people creating with transfers. I'm like, I don't know if that's my favorite. And then when they make something with it, I love it. Oh no, you didn't get the notification? All right, let's dry this. But here it is. What do y'all think? I agree, Dorothy. If we ever tried the outlines, I have seen that. What do you mean the outlines? I need to order shimmer watermelon 2 or 3. Am I frozen for y'all? So I will tell you that the shimmers do take a little bit of time to dry. So the really neat thing too is like, sorry y'all, something's going on with my internet. If you don't want if you don't, oh my goodness, let me get my words together, y'all. If you don't want to put it in the frame, you could totally just take it and lean it against something or hang it on something. So you don't have to necessarily have the frame to do this project. I know it's freezing. My internet's going in and out for whatever reason. You're good? Okay. So let's get this completely dry. We'll clean up. I am going to fill in right here on the S. I'll show you here in a second that the paste dried, and so it didn't go all the way through the silk screen. But let's get everything completely dry before I touch it and smudge it. Yeah, we did this one the other day. And this one actually has like the shiplap lines. And then the back side is just blank. Okay, send me a message, Stephanie. Thank you. Ooh, a tray would be pretty. So like what I was thinking is using like this part of the transfer as like a background to something. Like a pattern on a background of a cutout or something. I gotta figure it out. All right. I think we're good. Okay. let me clean up all of this really quickly. I'm just going to put it all in a baby wipe. And I made a mess. Surprise, surprise. Clean this up. It was from earlier this week, Miss Lorna. I did it on Tuesday. And y'all, if you can do what did that say? Hold on. I always wait to buy the large transfers till designers. And no, I totally understand that. Make sure y'all comment the word sweet. And at the very bottom of the message, there'll be a link that says join my broadcast channel. Click on that and join, so that way you can also get updates. I did send a message out just in case my notification didn't go out. And it doesn't look like it did. Or did y'all get the notification that I was live? It is, Karen. This is the color of the month. Isn't that so pretty? All right, I'm going to hold it up close. I'm going to show y'all. Okay. So you can see where I kind of mixed it. It's not the end of the world, but y'all, that green, I don't know if y'all can see like the metallic of it, but it's gorgeous. So right there on the S, it didn't go all the way through. So I'm going to take whatever's left on my little detail tool, and I am just going, that didn't work. How big is the board? It's a 12 by 18. You got 2 notifications. Perfect. Yeah, I sent out a heads up in the broadcast channel, and then oh my goodness, if I can talk. And then I guess the notification went out. Okay, you received the notification. Perfect, Miss Paula. Okay, so there's our insert. So this is the 12 by 18 outside the box frame. It does come with a wooden insert with it. This is just a special one that I made that has shiplap lines on one side. Or you can get the chalkboard insert too. And when you comment the word sweet, it's the second link in the message. Hold on. Let me sand the edges because that paint is built up a little bit on the side, so it doesn't want to go in smoothly. Okay, now let's try it. There we go. All right. What do y'all think? This is so cute. You could even tie like a little bow around it. I love it the way that it is. That's okay, Miss Deb. What do y'all think? So do you like the watermelon side or the cow side? Watermelon or cow. I love it. And I just put these inserts on my website. Sorry, y'all. Make sure you're in the broadcast channel. That way you might get a little discount code to use on the inserts. Just saying. I might send that out later today. Cow, I love both sides. I love that. Yeah, I love that it's reversible. And if watermelons aren't your thing, we also have like a peach version of it that says just peachy, which I think is adorable too. Both sides, yeah. All right, y'all, hit that heart button for me. We're going to pick a winner. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to pick a winner to win some Happy Meal from me. All you have to do is like the video, sprinkle it out, comment sweet if you haven't done so, and I will pick a winner from the comments. I love this. Y'all, this is so pretty. I love these colors together. Both sides. Hi, Elizabeth. The sweet. All right, so let me pull up my little comment picker over here. Refresh. Let's pick our post. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so, hit the follow button and that counter behind me will move, and let's pick a winner. And Michelle Pryor. Michelle Pryor, you are today's winner. Thank you so much for hanging out. Michelle, send me a message and I'll get you your form sent over to you. But there it is, y'all. I love this. Go join the broadcast channel. All you have to do is comment the word sweet and then make sure you read the entire message. And in the last link, it will be the link to join my broadcast channel, and there will be a discount code in there here later today for the inserts, okay? For any of the size of the inserts, okay? All right, y'all, have a great rest of your day. We are not going to have a Finish Good Friday sale tomorrow, but I might pop on in the morning to do a craft with y'all instead, okay? All right, y'all, have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.